What? Most daring robbery in years. The toothpick was stolen right out from under the chap's nose.
Amazing!
Where are you, Sergeant?
Trafalgar Square. By the clock. I'm standing right under the 6.
Good work, Sergeant, good work. I'll be over before you can say Jack Robinson.
Jack...
Hello, Sergeant! Sorry I'm late. Fog, you know. Beastly stuff. Can't even see Big Ben. Wonder what time it is.
Bong, bong.
Thanks, Ben. Sergeant, do you have a hack waiting?
Yes, Chief, right by the lamppost.
Blast this fog. Where is the lamppost? Thanks, Rover. Come, Sergeant. Let's hop into the hack and hire hence.
Hold up, Nellie. Step in, Governor.
Righto. Oops. Blasted manhole. I say there, driver, we're in a frightful rush. Can't you make that horse go faster?
Righto. Hit it up, Nellie.
Amazing horse.
Here's the house now, Chief.
Thank you. Pull up, driver.
Righto, Governor. Hold up, Nellie.
Amazing horse.
Good evening, Inspector Kaye.
Good evening, Stiles.
You'll find Mr. James Horn in the bodies in the dining room, sir.
Bodies? What bodies?
Well, there's Mr. Ames, Mr. Beeman, Mr. Cecil, Mr. Devers. You see, sir, I took the liberty of stacking them alphabetically.
Neat work, neat work. Neat work, yes. Come on, Sergeant. Ah, Mr. James Horn.
Ah, Inspector Kaye.
Oh, that's very good, very good. Enough of these formalities. Oh, when did you first miss your toothpick?
When the 13 guests dropped dead. It was an awful shock. I was greatly attached to that toothpick. Family heirloom, you know.
Yes, no, just what you mean, exactly what you mean. Generation to generation, hand to mouth, cheek to cheek. Shall we dance?
No, thanks. No, thanks, Aunt. No.
Oh, that's quite all right. Very well, Sergeant. Did you find any clues?
Not yet, Chief.
Well, it's a very good thing we brought our own, you know. What clues do we have left over from our last case?
Let's see. 2 tire treads, a cigar ash, a guilty look, a shriek in the dark, and a footprint from Grauman's Chinese Theater.
Top hole, Sergeant! Top hole! Scatter them about a bit, will you?
Okay, Chief.
Aha! 33 fine clues blended into one great beer. Tell me, Mr. James Horn, how many of your butlers have been murdered?
6, including the one I have now.
But, sir, I haven't been murdered yet.
Poor fellow spoke too soon.
Has he been done in?
Yes, I think he's been done in, unless he always wears a knife in his back.
Mr. James Horn, I have reason to suspect that Butler didn't like you.
But why do you say that, Inspector?
Oh, a very simple matter of deduction, old boy. The thumbprint on his nose.
Well, what does that have to do with it?
Why, think of it, man. Just think of it. It's his own thumbprint. I'm afraid this confirms my worst suspicions.
Hey, Chief, I think I found the toothpick.
Ouch! Take your hand off my leg, you blighter.
And who are you, young lady?
I'm Eva, the cook. Mr. James I'm unable to find the carving knife. Have you seen it?
You'll find it right there in the butler's bag.
Oh, so it is. I'm always misplacing it.
Chief, look at this slip of paper. I found it in the kitchen.
Let me take one look at it. Oh, yes, aha. Ahum. Oh-hoo. Hey. 2 pounds of cyanide, 3 pounds of arsenic, a pint of iodine, a dash of carbolic acid. I hardly know what to make of this. What do you make of it, cook?
Salad dressing.
Aha, now I recognize you. You are Eva Harden, alias Salad Sal, alias Hector McSnively, alias Horrible Hector, alias Harry the Fink, alias the Ipswich Snitch.
Oh, why must you keep hounding me like this, day and night, night and day? You are the one, always hounding me. I didn't do it, I tell you, I didn't do it. You won't make me talk no matter how much you torture me, how much you threaten me, how much you browbeat me, how much you question me, how much you... Do I sound like Ida Lupino?
You sound more like Ida Cantor. Sergeant! Sergeant, slip the bracelets on her.
I left them home, Chief. I just slipped my arm around her waist.
That's a stout fellow.
Stout girl, too.
Sergeant, I'm afraid that ends the case.
Amazing!
Hey, just a minute. What about my toothpick?
It's a very simple matter, Mr. James. Go upstairs to the cook's quarters and you'll find your toothpick in the middle drawer of the dresser. And now we'll be on our way. Tally-ho, pip, pip, what, hey, yes, tally-ho, pip, pip, what, ho, ho, tally, pip, pip, hey, ho, 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 tally, pip, ho, what, right, toppy, hey, yeah.
Chief, that was amazing. But how could you be so sure the toothpick was in the middle drawer?
Very simple, Sergeant. There are only 3 drawers in the dresser. Do you have any reason to believe it was in the top drawer?
No.
Do you have any reason to believe it was in the bottom drawer?
No.
Well...
Amazing, Danny, amazing. But, you know, those mystery plays, they kind of scare me.
Oh, you poor kid. What are you getting at, Kenneth?
Well, I'd like to hear you do something soft and sweet and soothing.
All right. If Harry will give me some soothing music, we can kind of make this a little soft, a little sweet, and a little Russian. Gesundheit. Very pretty. I should like to delve into the Slavic mood and do a song that my father wrote for me when he was 9 weeks old. He used to take me on his knee and say, Kolya, my little gypsy, it's time for you to become a man. Time for you to go out in the world and learn the facts of life. So I packed my little Korzinka and I left. I wandered over hills and dales, small villages and pretty cities. And then I met my first woman. She was gorgeous, sensationally beautiful. When she walked was like a little gazelle strolling in the pastures. And when she spoke, her voice was like the voice of angels. Soft and mellow! She used to croon this plaintive gypsy melody. Dina, is there anyone finer in the state of Carolina? If there is and you know her, show her to me, oh Dina. With her Dixie eyes blazing, how I love to sit and gaze listen to the ease of dinner list. I know that every night, oh, why do I shake with pride? Because my dynamite changed her mind about me. Hey, hey, Pabst Blue Ribbon dealer. If she wanted to China, I would hop that ocean liner just to be with her. Really to give it, to get it, to beat it, hit it, beat it, beat the pain, to get it, to beat the sound, to get it, to beat the sound, to give him the guns, got it, gay, how to gay, say, reach, get it, get my funnel again, drum, band, drum, band, drum, band, drum, band, beat the guns, got it, gay,
I've always loved singing. You know, when I was a kid, my parents thought I'd be a great singer someday.
Well, why weren't you, Lionel?
My voice didn't change.
Well, it's not too late to change it yet, Lionel. All you need are a few lessons in voice culture.
Not with these ingrown tonsils.
Now, don't give up so easily. Why don't you do as I do? Repeat a well-turned phrase over and over, like, if you want to know why Pabst Blue Ribbon always is tops in flavor, the answer is blending. It takes no less than 33 different brews, all blended together as only Pabst can do it, to achieve the true and perfect beer flavor you enjoy in Pabst Blue Ribbon. Now, repeat that.
Oh, I can't do that. I'm not that emotional. I'm an introvert.
Well, introvert or extrovert, it's all in the phrasing. Now, listen carefully. No matter where you go, pause, you can order Pabst with confidence. Deep breath. Serve it with pride. Count 2.
That's difficult.
For there is no finer beer, short pause, no finer blend than Pabst Blue Ribbon. Now try that.
Okay, I'll try it. No matter where you go, pause there. You can order it with confidence, deep breath. Save it with pride, count 2, for there is no finer blend, pause, breath than Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Excellent! Excellent!
Thank you. Now that you're all through with Lionel Stander's elocution lesson, I'd like to say something, Ken.
Well, certainly, Danny. What is it?
Well, I'd like to have a little heart-to-heart talk with all our listeners. Neighbors, do you know the power of a dime? A little thin American dime, especially when you got a lot of them marching in a row. Yes, I'm speaking of those precious, powerful dimes that are marching to help those thousands of kids all over America who were crippled during the 1944 epidemic of infantile paralysis. Now, it's mighty serious, you know, not to be able to move your arms or legs like a healthy kid can. And it's mighty tough wearing heavy braces and hobbling around on crutches. Well, thousands of youngsters, kids just like your own, are in this fix. And it's up to us to help them with our dimes. Yes, and our dollars. Send them to President Roosevelt at the White House. Our dimes can help. Help a lot. But just think, our dimes can even give these children their chance to walk again. Let's join that March of Dimes today.
Thanks, Danny. And remember, neighbors, next Saturday at the same time, Pabst Blue Ribbon presents another great show featuring the outstanding music of America's top band, Harry James and his music makers. Eve Arden, Lionel Stander, yours truly, Ken Niles, and Danny Kaye.
Good night.
By Dick Mack and was brought to you by the Pabst Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin and Peoria, Illinois. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.